working with these guys for 2 days, my biggest thing is competition. Again, we've talked a little bit about my core values. It's my second core value. It's this team's second core value. Competition's a huge thing, and we're going to have competition at every position.
Bucky is back, but Acho, you have an issue with the Eagles not naming Hurts the starter.
Bro, I got a huge issue with it. And shout out to my dog, a former colleague, Dave Hellman, who said this best. He said, Nick Sirianni not naming Jalen Hurts a starter is either dumb, a lie, or a dumb lie. It's one of the three. It's either completely idiotic, he's lying, or it is a completely idiotic lie. And I'm going to land on the fact that it is a completely idiotic lie. You've just traded your $130 million quarterback Carson Wentz away to go all in on Jalen Hurts. You hire a QB coach who Jalen Hurts has known since Jalen Hurts was a pre-adolescent. You sign a backup quarterback who is way over the hill and is, without a doubt, a backup quarterback so that it can be Jalen Hurts' job. You trade out of the 6th overall spot in a heavily loaded quarterback draft, and you move back to the 12th spot, now not allowing you to draft one of the talented quarterbacks in a heavily loaded quarterback draft. And you do all of this to go to the podium and say it's a quarterback competition. Nick Sirianni, either dumb, a liar, or a dumb liar. I will let you all figure out which one you want to choose.
Golly.
I mean, I'll show. Like, here's the thing. I think from a credibility standpoint, Nick Sirianni is doing the right thing as a coach. If you're going to build a program on competition, you have to be able to stand in front of the room and say it's a real competition. If they hand it to Jalen Hurts, then all of those words are just words. And it starts with the quarterback. Unfortunately, they wanted a competitive environment last year, but the quarterback that previously was there couldn't handle a real competition. So now you get to hit the reset button and put it on Jalen Hurts. And you say, everything that we do is going to be earned. And so I'm not going to give you the QB1 spot after only 4 starts. You're going to have to earn it. And we still have a first-round pick. We don't know how the draft is going to shake out. There could be a quarterback that falls to them at 12. And so rather than box themselves in and say, Jalen Hurts, you're the man, no. You're going to have to earn this. We're not going to give it to you because you appreciate it more.
Bucky, here's the only issue I have with your sentiments and Nick Sirianni's words. What makes a lie great is the believability. That's what makes a lie great. That's why we always scoffed at my cat ate my homework, my dog ate my homework, because those lies aren't believable. What makes a lie a quality lie is the lie actually believable? Ain't nobody believing that Joe Flacco, who hasn't had a winning season in God knows how long, who is so far over the hill that he is on flat ground, ain't nobody believing that Joe Flacco is actually going to compete with Jalen Hurts for this job. It's not even a believable lie. Thus, it's no longer a lie. It's just dumb. You feel me, Bucky? Like, a lie has to have some sort of tension. Is there truth? Is it not truth? A lie has to have 2 sides of the story. Is this plausible or is it not? If it's no longer a 2-sided story, it's just ignorant and idiotic. And that's where Nick Sirianni is falling with this statement.
Come on, Bucky, get him again.
Okay, so here's what to do. I'm going to put on my coach's hat because this is really important. This is Nick Sirianni trying to establish the new culture in Philadelphia. And as we know, the quarterbacks have always been treated differently. But if I take the quarterback and treat him like I treat the rest of the 53-man roster, well, now I can get everybody to buy in. So if I say, Jalen Hurts, I'm not going to gift you this job. Your performance will dictate whether you're the starter or not. If they really go through that process and they make him earn it, then when Nick Sirianni stands in front of the room and he challenges other position players to have to earn their job, he has more credibility. But if he treats Jalen Hurts with kids' gloves and makes him different than everybody else, his words ring hollow. Remember, Doug Peterson last year, some of those players are looking at him sideways because you can blame everybody else without taking number 11 to task. At some point, you have to hold everybody accountable. Look, trust, commitment, accountability. You have to have those three things to win. And so when my guy talked about competition being a core value, yeah, it can be a core value, but you better hold everybody accountable if you're going to make it a competitive situation.
Damn. Ooh, I need to get in these ropes. It's double dutching over here. I don't know where to go. I'm punching in both of y'all because both of you guys made a hell of a points here. Oh, these notes are whack right now because you guys have upped the ante in this situation. But I do have a problem with this. Let me just be real about it. I love what Bucky said, though, like accountability. We got to go out there and make sure that the climate, the culture represents accountability. So they can't be empty words. I respect that. Oh, boy. This organization and some people in life just don't know what's good for them. They just don't know how to get right. This is an organization that got rid of not only their franchise quarterback, but their Super Bowl winning head coach and thought that they got rid of all their issues. Oh, but they ain't get rid of the illness, just some of the symptoms. And now there's still this illness Bucky's talking about of accountability and making sure it's a level playing field and level competition. When we all know in the NFL, it's not that way. Every single year we have the draft, and every single year, 45 players on that team have already made the team. Stop it. And we already know who 90% of the starters are. Stop it. I just love when they dangle out these new draft picks and these guys off the streets and they're like, yeah, fight as hard as you can for 6 weeks. You're going to take someone's job. Boy, stop. You ain't taking nobody's job. There's politics at play, homeboy. You are. I have some of the worst camps ever. Boy, you ain't taking my spot because I'm on that salary cap a little higher than you, young man, until obviously the production doesn't match that dollar amount. That said, an organization that has mismanaged not only the quarterback position, the head coaching job, now find themselves exactly in that same moment. It's pretty sad to watch right here because I think Jalen Hurts has earned not only the belief in him, but enough runway where he should be at least a starter next year. You got rid of Carson Wentz, and you're not even going to give him enough leash to go out there and mess this up. He got to go compete, and then you're going to find yourself right back where you just were. Make that make sense.
Bingo, 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 bingo. Bucky, you know this. In football, my defensive coordinators would always say, I'm sure you all said the same thing to you, it should be simple for us and complicated for them. Our scheme should be simple for us, and it should be complicated for them. Nick Sirianni is making things